Anybody have any idea why the Big Meech concert is canceled?
50 Cent don't ask him about it. He wish everybody the best. He has nothing to do with it.
We all stopped everything because Rima just snapped. And when I say snapped, I'm talking full-blown. Toss the wig, flip the table. Where is she? Energy all over Clarissa Shields, who apparently told her inner circle, and I quote, "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Excuse me? Now, hold up. Wasn't Clarissa just cuddled up with him at her birthday party, talking about babies and picking out ring sizes like this was some TLC spinoff? And didn't Remy just throw a whole $5,000 cake across the room over this very situation? Oh, but you thought it was over? No, it's just getting started, and the tea is boiling. Why is Clarissa bragging about Papoose like she didn't just steal him from Remy on live stream? Is this a publicity stunt? Or is she really flexing her title belt on Remy's relationship? And what did Remy actually do when she heard those words? Because sources say she didn't just clap back, she showed up. This isn't just celebrity drama. This is a full-on love triangle cage match, and baby, somebody's about to tap out. Grab your popcorn. We are unpacking it all right now. Let's just start with one cold, hard truth. Papoose was never ready for this level of chaos. We've seen cheating scandals, messy breakups, and social media meltdowns, but this is high definition, front row, popcorn spilling drama. And the best or worst part? It all started with one bold, jaw-dropping sentence from Clarissa Shields herself. "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Excuse me? Run that back. The woman who just last month was celebrating her birthday with him, holding hands, clinking glasses, whispering about babies, and throwing bedroom eyes across the table, is now out here boldly claiming she's back in bed with Remy Ma's man, publicly, without shame. It's giving reckless, it's giving petty, it's giving, "I said what I said, now fight me." Let's not forget Remy and Papoose were that couple, prize and loyalty mixed with romance. I'll wait 10 years for you type of love. And Clarissa? She waltzed into their situation with a championship belt and a side-eye smirk, and now she's claiming round two?
No, ma'am.
Flashback to 2 months ago. Papoose and Clarissa were spotted at the gym wearing matching Nike tracksuits, like they were auditioning for a couple's boot camp. Everyone thought it was harmless. Oh, they're just collaborating. He's helping with her branding. Please, nobody's buying that anymore. Because what started as protein shakes and pad work has allegedly evolved into pillow talk and overnight stays. And still, Remy tried to keep it cute. She unfollowed them both. She posted that one cryptic tweet, "The ones closest to you bleed you the deepest," and kept it pushing. But baby, the disrespect has layers. And when Clarissa sat down at a private brunch in Atlanta and let that statement roll off her tongue, it was the final straw. Let's paint the scene. A quiet Sunday, a trendy rooftop, mimosas in full effect, Atlanta influencers laughing through their veneers, industry girls snapping selfies between bites of avocado toast. And there she was, Clarissa Shields, sipping champagne in a lavender jumpsuit, box braids flowing, absolutely glowing. Then someone casually asks, "So, what's going on with you and Pap?" And without missing a beat, she leans back, flashes that signature smile, and says it, "Oh, I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Silence. Utter silence. Forks dropped. One girl allegedly choked on her crab cake. Phones started buzzing immediately, and within 2 hours, that quote was in every group chat from New York to LA. By sundown, it had hit 3 different anonymous gossip pages, and by midnight, Remy's name was trending. Because Remy might be quiet, but she's not passive. And according to an insider who spoke exclusively to our source, let's call her Bri with the bad bangs, Remy was already suspicious for weeks. But this wasn't suspicion, it was confirmation. The moment she saw that quote, she didn't go to her therapist, she went to the airport. According to our sources, Remy was on the next flight to Atlanta, black hoodie, no glam, just her cousin Tone, her assistant Monique, and something wrapped in a silk scarf inside her bag, allegedly a wig. We don't know, but what we do know is that she was moving with purpose. And here's where it gets even wilder. Papoose was already in Atlanta. Yep, you heard that right. Remy flew straight into a city where her husband, her alleged ex, was already checked into a hotel suite with the same woman who just claimed she was getting physical with him again. It's a triangle only Zeus could untangle. Witnesses say Remy pulled up to the Intercontinental like she owned the place. Security tried to play it cool, but even the bellhop was sweating. A blurry TikTok video has since surfaced, showing a woman resembling Remy pacing in the hotel lobby, phone in hand, mouthing what looks like, "Where is she?" And if you thought that was dramatic, wait for this, because just as Remy entered the elevator, another source claims Clarissa was already on her way up. That's right, both women, same hotel, same floor at the same time. The level of tension? You could cut it with the lace front. Now, let's rewind the timeline a little, because this wasn't just some random, oops, I'm in your city moment. No, this has been building since before the birthday party. Since the first time Papoose and Clarissa were photographed courtside at a boxing match without Remy, since the accidental Instagram live where Clarissa called Pap, babe, and then quickly said, "I meant bro."
Damn sure you did.
Papoose, on the other hand, has been silent. No posts, no tweets, not even a passive-aggressive verse, which for him is basically a confession. And behind the scenes, it gets worse. Rumors are swirling about alleged text messages between Clarissa and Papoose, some of which supposedly refer to hotel bookings, private training sessions, and a playlist labeled Late Night Rounds. If that's not shady, we don't know what is. As for Remy, she's had enough. People close to her say she's done playing wife while Clarissa plays house. And if that sweet confrontation happened the way witnesses are describing, then buckle up, because what went down next makes the brunch quote look like a whisper in the wind. Remy didn't come to talk, she came to handle business. And as she stepped into that suite, where sources say Papoose and Clarissa were mid-cono, possibly mid-cuddle, the stage was set. No security, no filters, no, "Hey, can we talk outside?" This was face-to-face, raw emotion. And depending on who you ask, it ended with yelling, crying, door slamming, and one very shaken hotel manager. But to really break down what happened inside that suite, the leaks, the aftermath, and what the public did with all that messy info, we need to go even deeper. Now, remember where we left off. Remy, dressed in all black, just stepped inside a luxury Atlanta hotel suite, where her husband, maybe estranged, maybe just emotionally unavailable, and Clarissa Shields were allegedly mid-cuddle, mid-cono, or worse. What happens next? Oh, we got the tea. According to a suite staffer who wishes to remain anonymous, let's call her Kishia with a clipboard, the moment Remy walked in, she didn't yell, she didn't scream. No. She stood there calm as ever and asked, "Is this what we're doing now, Pap?" Y'all, if there was ever a line that makes your stomach drop, that's it. Quiet, direct. The type of tone that means she already knows the answer, but she's giving you one last chance to lie to her face. And what did Papoose do? He reportedly stood up, speechless, caught between two women like it was a scene from a BET miniseries. Meanwhile, Clarissa allegedly stayed seated, smiling, sipping from a hotel water bottle like she was watching an episode of Love and Hip Hop, Revenge Edition. And then Ramo walked straight over to her, leaned in, and said, "Say that brunch quote to my face."
Boom.
That's when the room exploded, shouting, accusations. Someone allegedly threw a pillow. Sources claimed the only reason it didn't turn into an all-out brawl was because Papoose got between them, barely, and begged them both to calm down. But here's where things really take a turn, because while all this is going down inside the suite, a hotel guest across the hall hits record on their phone, and within 30 minutes of the confrontation, a muffled video surfaces online. Audio only, grainy, but clear enough to hear Remy yelling, "You want to get physical with my man? Let's get physical right now." That leak hits Twitter like a wrecking ball. The hashtags start trending instantly. Hashtag Reese Clarissa, hashtag Papoose caught slipping, and our personal favorite, hashtag Not All Black Leech Mission. Now, let's talk about public reaction. One ex-user writes, "Rima really pulled up like she was about to record a diss track and a boxing match in the same night. Iconic." Another tweets, "Clarissa Shields might be a world champ, but I've seen Remy on stage at Summer Jam. She doesn't lose battles." Meanwhile, fans are split right down the middle. Team Remy is furious. They say she gave Papoose her prime years, stuck by him during his mixtape mystery era, and doesn't deserve to be blindsided by a woman who was once just a training partner. On the flip side, Team Clarissa is eating this all the way up. One Clarissa fan account posts, "Remy had years to keep her man happy. Clarissa saw a gap in defense and took the shot."
Simple as that. Oop.
But the drama doesn't stop there, because soon after the confrontation, someone, and we won't say who, but her name rhymes with Clarissa, leaks screenshots of a very interesting group chat. In those messages, Clarissa casually mentions she and Papoose have been connecting spiritually and physically for weeks now. She even jokes, "Boxing isn't the only thing I'm training him in." The audacity. Remy's team quickly claps back with a series of pointed, cryptic IG stories, black backgrounds, white text, all lowercase. One post simply reads, "When royalty doesn't live here anymore." Another, "It's always the ones you fed." And the third, a boomerang of her lacing up a pair of black Tims with the song "Lean Back" playing faintly in the background. Message received. Meanwhile, Papoose. Radio silent. No posts, no press release, no freestyle. And the silence is loud. Fans start calling him out for being the human equivalent of a slippery DM, always just barely escaping accountability. And then, just when it seemed like the scandal had peaked, a second video leaks. This one shows the hotel hallway, a grainy shot of Remy walking out of the suite, visibly emotional, being followed by her cousin Tone, who's yelling, "Nah, we're not doing this again, Remington." The internet has a collective meltdown. People start theorizing. Did this happen before? Is Clarissa the reason Remy and Pap separated in the first place? One TikTok investigator does a side-by-side breakdown of Remy's recent lyrics, pointing out lines that allegedly hint at betrayal. Another account goes viral showing Clarissa wearing the same hoodie Papoose wore in her IG story 3 weeks before the party. Oh, but we're not done yet, because the fallout doesn't stop with just messy videos and shady posts.
Nope.
According to industry insiders, Remy's legal team is now exploring options. That's right, word is Remy is consulting lawyers about a potential defamation case, or worse, a contract breach. Because apparently she and Papoose had a no public embarrassment clause written into a brand deal they signed last year. And this is public, messy, and monetizable. Let's not forget, Remy and Papoose were still technically appearing together for endorsements, including a couple skincare line, a podcast teaser, and a Valentine's Day his and her shoe collab. Now, sponsors are allegedly pulling out or waiting to see who's lying. Oh, and here's a spicy bonus. A voice note surfaces, allegedly Clarissa again, saying she's mad because she lost. She had the man, the spotlight, and the loyalty, but all she kept was the spotlight. I got the man. Boom, mic drop. As this scandal spirals further out of control, fans, bloggers, and even verified celebs are chiming in. Cardi B likes a shady tweet. Fat Joe comments with 3 side-eye emojis under a gossip blog post. And even Funkmaster Flex reposts a clip of the leaked audio with the caption, "Somebody get in the booth and turn this into a diss track ASAP." The entire hip-hop world is watching. Commentators are speculating whether this is a full-on breakup, a PR stunt gone wrong, or the first chapter in an ugly custody battle over their mutual fans. And just when you think it can't get any worse, rumors start swirling about an alleged hidden camera in the suite. Yep, one anonymous source claims everything was caught on a private security cam and that Remy may have the footage. What's she planning to do with it? No one knows. But given how calculated her team's been lately, we wouldn't be surprised if the documentary drops next month, titled Remy's the World. And through all of this, Clarissa, completely unfazed, she's still posting training clips, motivational quotes, and cryptic captions like, "I punch harder when I'm inspired."
Petty?
Absolutely. But also kind of iconic. As the internet splits into factions and timelines filled with theories, edits, memes, and breakdowns, one thing is crystal clear. This isn't just some petty love triangle anymore. This is a full-blown cultural moment. But what does it mean for Remy Ma's future? Can Papoose